Okay, group, let's go ahead and take a look here at this table at the bottom. So first we have a list of ordered pairs, a table, or mapping. So whenever we have something like this, the way that we write the domain is by a list. So we would do domain, curly bracket, and we put the numbers in here with commas separating them. Same thing for the range. Comma, comma, comma. So however many you have would go in here, and we do this least to greatest. So you can make a note of that, least to greatest. So if I was to list this, the domain up here, my domain would be, I'd have 0, 2, -3, 0, and 1. -3 is my least, so I'd put -3, 0, 1, and 2. And then my range, so I'd have 3, 9, 5, 2, and 1. So 1 would be first, 2, 3, 5, and 9. And I would end that with another curly bracket. And we do the same thing over here. So the domain, least would be 48, 60, and 72. The range would be 4, 5, and 6. So that's how we list if we have a table, if we have a set of ordered pairs, or if we have one of those maps with the different circles and arrows going to each thing. If we have a continuous graph, we write a domain with inequalities. So we always have, some numbers here are less than symbols and then another number there. So same thing for the range, except for the range, we put y in the middle because we're dealing with y values. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one. So the domain here, it starts at -3 on the x and it ends at 2. So you do -3 to 2. And here we don't have any open circles, so we're going to go ahead and put the equal to symbol underneath. If these lines confuse you, we can erase those. You don't need to put those lines in there. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the range. So we go from least to greatest, so -3 all the way up to 2. And we're going to put our equal to symbols on those because there's no open circles that we can see. Okay, if we have a continuous graph that is infinite, so this one is finite, here we're infinite, meaning we have arrows. So if you want to make a little note that that involves arrows, you can. The way that we write the domain is we'd say x is greater. Now, we're choosing greater because these right here are the less than numbers. They are the negative numbers. These are positive, so greater than would go towards positive. X is greater than or equal to, because we don't see a closed circle here, 0. So you'd say 0 and everything greater than that because the arrows keep going. Another way that you can write this that's not wrong is you can say 0 less than x less than positive infinity with an equal to on your 0. This is an okay way of writing it. This is not wrong. We usually try to go a little bit shorter and say x is greater than or equal to 0 in this case. If we were to do the range, okay, the range here, this goes down, down, down. This one goes up, up, up. So we don't really have any end to our y values. So we would say -infinity less than y is less than infinity, meaning it's all real numbers. You can also do a double stick R, which means all real numbers.